Hello everyone. So here we are continuing with our Python series, and in first lecture we have seen some basic questions of Python. By continuing the questions, this is the second part. So first question arises, that is, what do you mean by expressions in Python? An expression is a combination of values, variables and operators that produces some result. For example, A equals to B plus C, it is an expression. How many types of expression are there? Python mainly has 5 types of expression, that are arithmetic, relational, logical, assignment, and bitwise expression. Then the next question arises is, what do you mean by explicit time conversion? Explicit time conversion means manually converting one data type into another using functions like int, float, or str. For example, when you are taking an input from user, its default type is string. But if you want to take an integer value, so you write x equals to int input, enter a number. So that is explicitly converting it into an integer. Then what do you mean by compound statement? A compound statement is a group of multiple statements that are treated as a single block, usually written under indentation, like if, for, while, def, for function, etc. Its example is number 1 equals to int input, enter a number 2 equals to int input, enter number 2. So here we are taking some inputs. Here compound statement is if num2 is smaller than num1. Here we are using a colon. When always we are using a colon, inside it we are writing some compound statement. Inside this a block is used. It is called as compound statement because it is written after indentation. So these are some simple statement together put known as compound statement. What is a simple statement? Compound statements are made up of simple statement. Any executable single statement is a simple statement in Python. What is empty statement? The simplest statement in Python is empty statement. It simply write as pass, and the expression is passed to next statement. What do you mean by conditional statement? A conditional statement is a statement that runs code only when a specific condition is true, like if, elif, else. There are mainly two conditions, if else, also elif. So when you use if statement, first expression, it does this expression. If its expression is true, then the control will go through the body of if. If it is not, then it will jump to next statement. In if else condition, if if test expression is true, then it will go through the body of if, and if it is false, then it will go through body of else. Only one condition will be true at a time, if or else. If statement is executing, then else will not execute. Is it valid to store condition in Python? Yes, condition can be stored in Python. For example, here you are writing X condition as a double equals to 1 and b double equals to 2 and c double equals to 3. Means you are checking if a is equals to 1, b is equals to 2 and c equals to 3 or not. And you are storing this condition in a variable known as all. If all, this is a condition. So this variable is storing this condition. So if you simply write if all, and if it is true, then it will print condition fulfilled, or it will jump to next statement. This type of condition storing also reduces the time, because this, if you are using this all again and again, then your time will be reduced for checking all the conditions are true or not. What do you mean by looping statement? Iteration statement is used to repeat statement again and again till program control reaches to the specified condition. These are known as looping statements. Python mainly provide two types of loops, for loop and while loop. For variable in sequence and body, this is a syntax of for loop, while logical expression and body of while loop. This is syntax of while loop. What do we mean by break and continue? Python offers two jump statements. Break. A break statement skips the rest of the loop and jumps over to the statement following the loop. Means if you met break, then it will terminate the loop. But it is not true with the continue. The continue statement skips the rest of the loop statement and cause the next iteration of the loop to take place. Means if you met with the continue, then it will skip the current iteration and it will skip to the next iteration taking place. What do you mean by loop else clause? We can also use the else with for or while in Python. So do you know that we can also use else with loop statement also? For example, we can use it with while or for. A loop else clause runs if its block only when the loop finishes normally without hitting a break. This is also a condition. If you don't meet break statement, then only else clause will be run, otherwise not. Now let's study about strings in Python. Strings in Python are stored as individual characters in continuous location. For example, this is a string named as name and it stores Python. So this is a forward indexing and it is also as backward indexing. So all are the indexes. It will start from 0 and from backward it will start from -1. There is also a function we can use with the string length of name. It will return the length of the string. So here you can see that there are 6 characters in the string, so it will return 6. Item assignment not supported. Name equals to Python. This is an error because it is a string is an immutable data type. So if you are trying to assign some another value to the current string, for example, here you are trying to assign a in the place of y. So it is not true in Python because string is immutable data type. So it will give an error, type error. str object does not support item assignment. Now traversing a string. Traversing refers to iterating through the elements of a string one character at a time. Let us study about the traversing of string. For example, we are using here string named as code and it stores powerful. For ch means character in code. Print ch and this special character end with space. So it will not print in next line. It will use same line and print all of this. So this will be the output. So we are traversing whole string here. Also there are two main things in string we can use. For example, it is concatenation and replication. So plus operator is used here, and for replication star means multiplication operator is used. So when you write power plus full, it will give output as powerful. There is also a condition. The plus operator has to have both operands of the same type, either string or either a number. Else it will return error. If you write power plus integer type 3, not string type, power plus 3, so it will not support and it will return a error. Now let us study about replication. 3 multiplied by half, so it will return ha because it is a replication, it will repeat itself. So here is also a note that the star operator has to be either of both operands of number or one string and one number. Both can't be string because you can't multiply string with a string. So it should be of both numbers. So it will return a multiplication. And if it is one number and one string, so it will do replication. Now next question is explain membership operators. Membership operators are mainly of two types, in or not in. They are used to check whether a value exists inside a sequence like string, list, or tuple. For example, we are uh, using membership operator here. We are trying to get that H is present in this hello or not. So if we run this code, it will give us true because H is present there. Also with A not in hello. So we are seeing that A is not present in hello. So it will return true here. There is a mistake here. So it will not false, it is a true. Now let us study about ASCII or Unicode. ASCII, also known as American Standard Code for Information Interchange. There are many characters present, so all characters have provided a unique value. They are known as ASCII value. These language are using ASCII values for changing the information between them. So if you want to know the ASCII value of a particular character, you will use ORD, means ORD for it, and it will return, for example, ORD of A, it will return 65. And vice versa, if you want to check character of present in ASCII value of 65, it will return A. Now, let us study about what is string slicing. You have um, you have seen cake slicing, in which we are uh, cutting the cake in some parts and you get a part of it. Similarly, in string slicing refers to the part of a string containing some continuous characters from the string. For example, here string str equals to hello world. So if you are slicing into it from 6 till 10, so it will return the part of this. The last one is skipped, so it will return till 9. So 6, 7, 8, 9 will be returned and it will return WORL. There is also a trick. If you want to reverse a string, then you can simply use string colon colon -1. It is an easy way to reverse a string. Index out of bound causes error with string, but slicing a string outside the bound does not causes error. It is an important point and should be noted by you. For example, here s equals to hello. If you print s of 5, it will cause error because 5 is invalid index out of bound for string hello. But if you give s equals to hello and print s of 4 to 8, it will print the last character O. There are not indexes present till 8. Still it will return the last because 4 will come there. And if you want to print string of 5 to 10, there is no such index present in the hello string, but it will return you empty string. It will not return you any type of error. What are string functions in Python? String functions in Python are built-in methods used to perform operations on string, like changing case, searching, splitting, or replacing the text. It can be used with the given below syntax, and it follows as string object dot method name. For example, if string hello is stored in str, then str is string object dot upper. So it will return output as hello in uppercase. So that's what So it is for today.